Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At the Forrester estate, Eric and Donna blend with Brooke, Ridge, and Carter as the 4th of July gets underway. In Forrester's design office, Katie tells Bill she's not trying to come off as insecure or jealous. She's just trying to wrap her head around him having a son and Poppy being in his life. I don't know what it's about her, I get a bad vibe. She's wondering if he let his guard down too snappily. She cares about him and doesn't want to see him get hurt by Poppy. At Bill's place, Poppy checks her watch as Luna and RJ come in. They ask if she wants to join them at the 4th of July party, but she's waiting for Bill to get home. Luna asks, "Where is he?" Poppy says, "Oh, he's with Katie." Luna asks if she's upset. Poppy is sure they've a lot to bandy about Will. Luna assures her mama she has nothing to worry about. Poppy tells them to have a great time and they leave. Formerly alone, Poppy prodigies, "Why aren't you home, Bill?" In the design office, Bill tells Katie it's nice to know she cares about him so much. Katie says it's not just because of Will, she'll always want what's stylish for him. Bill aloud. That was the two of them uniting their family. At Eric's place, Brooke and Ridge tell Thomas that RJ and Luna are on the way. Eric chortles about loving a full house. Ridge asks Thomas where his bridegroom-to-be is at. Thomas says he's going to find out and looks concerned. At Forrester, Hope tells Paris that for times she was the only woman in Thomas' life. Paris asks what she's trying to say, that it's only a matter of time before he comes running back to her. Hope laughs. "I'm saying, be careful." Thomas is still veritably much a one-woman man. RJ and Luna arrive at Eric's and hail Thomas, who's been trying to catch up with his half-family. They compliment him on his engagement and ask where Paris is. Thomas quips, "That's a good question." In the main office, Paris doesn't appreciate Hope advising her about Thomas' fidelity when she's making moves on him. Honesty is commodity their relationship has been erected on. They've participated so important and clicked on a veritably deep position. "You know nothing about my relationship with Thomas or Douglas." She can see it stings how important the boy has embraced her. Hope says, as Douglas' mama, it would. Paris is sensitive to that. "You suppose this is some kind of answer, but Thomas loves her." They lay in bed and dream about their home, their future, and raising their children. That's commodity you and Thomas no way had. She informs Hope that it's time for her to move on, admire her engagement, and leave her fiancé alone. Paris doesn't want any drama. She understands this is hard for Hope. Hope asks if she really understands how important she and Thomas loved each other. Paris recaps that she didn't want to get married, so he moved on. Thomas is a one-woman man, and Hope was that woman, but not presently. She's that woman now. With that, Paris walks out. In the design office, Katie sits close side by side with Bill and tells him he has a way of making someone feel like they're the only person in the world. Bill jokes that he allowed. He was bullheaded and aggressive. They laugh. He likes to suppose he's grown up a bit. Katie says he surely has. Bill owes that to her. "The stylish thing that ever happened to me. You know how I feel. How I always felt. You're the love of my life, Katie." He tears up. Life goes on, and she was right to go on with hers. It's taken him a while, but he's moved into his coming chapter. Katie asks, "Say that again." Bill takes her hand, "You're the love of my life. You're my Katie." At Eric's place, Paris arrives and everyone toasts the woman of the hour. Ridge hails his unborn son-in-law. Carter takes Paris away and tells her she looks as beautiful as always. He's glad she set up happiness. Thomas is a veritably lucky Joe. Paris joins Thomas, who hands her a drink. He asks what happened to her. She wonders, "Did you miss me?" She explains she was at the office tying up loose ends. They kiss and spoon as Hope walks in. In the design office, Bill apologizes if he's transferring Katie mixed signals. He'll always watch about her. She muses, but you moving on with Luna and Poppy. Bill is, but he'll always hold what they participated in his heart. We've so numerous awful recollections. They flash back to happier times. Bill sensations, we had an inconceivable life. Family. He frequently wonders what could have been if he had squinched effects up. Katie replies, so do I? Bill asks what's going on with her and Carter. Katie says they better off as musketeers. She can't see herself moving on with any man at this point. I really wish that you would suppose about what you say before you say it. Bill asks what she means. She says it's hurtful for him to say she's the love of his life if he doesn't mean it. Bill does mean it. Do'n't ever misdoubt my love for you, Katie. They embrace as Poppy opens the door and looks stupefied. At Eric's place, Thomas spots Hope. Brook notices the look between them and walks over to ask if her son is okay. Hope says it's enough surreal. Eric calls for everyone's attention and thanks everyone for participating the 4th with them. Ridge takes it from there and toasts to Thomas and Paris. Thomas says he's sure it's a surprise to everyone for them to come back engaged. They reconnected overseas and really helped each other. You mean the world to me. I love you. Paris says, I love you too, and I can't stay to be married. Thomas tells Eric he and Grandma made the house a home. They would like to get wedded there if that's okay with Paris. She thinks it would be awful. Eric hollers, I guess we about to have another marriage. To Thomas and Paris. As the others are hugging and celebrating, Brook shoots a concerned look in Hope's direction. Hope walks down from the others, jumps at a noise, and cringes as Thomas and Paris kiss. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Friday, July 5, 2024, reveal Poppy realizing her life with Bill might not be as rosy as she thinks. Poppy Nozawa's competition. Poppy Nozawa might be sad that Tom failed and indeed cried about it, but that doesn't mean she's still not a schemer. Perhaps she indeed killed Tom, because she's determined to keep her snug new life as Bone Bill Spencer's baby ma. She eventually has it good and wants Luna Nozawa to also enjoy it. The problem seems to be Katie Logan. She allowed that Bill's ex-wife was a thing of the history and she wouldn't beget them any trouble, but she keeps showing up and wouldn't leave Bill alone. When Poppy sees that Katie might be further competition than she ever imagined, does she spot Katie and Bill together? Bill formerly told Katie this week that she was his first choice, but she turned him down so he moved on. Hope Logan's utter heartbreak. Bill sounds a little like Thomas Forrester. Hope Logan kept turning him down, so he chose to move on with Paris Buckingham. Still, Hope was just turning down the idea of getting wedded right down. She still wanted to be with Thomas. Seeing him with Paris doesn't change that. Eric Forrester should know how happy Thomas was with Hope, but these people all love getting married, so important that he's thrilled that Thomas will have a bridegroom. Heck, they can indeed get wedded right in his living room. Everyone differently does, so why not Paris and Thomas? When Eric toasts to them and their marriage plans, Hope is on the sidelines watching. She knows that Thomas still loves her, but she has to move him to still be with her. Does she fight for her man or decide she's going to go through the same thing she went through with Steffi Forrester Finnegan and Liam Spencer? Maybe she'll see this as a different situation.